Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James and today I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the past 7 days. This week we have all 3 of the VRs for V-EB03, which is a surprise, as well as some other high rarity cards from the set. To start off with, we have the Gold Paladin Grade 1, Knight of Elegant Skills, Gareth. His skill is Auto Rearguard Circle when placed by your card's ability, cost Counterblast 1, and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. This is nice on an Ezell circle, and we also have a couple of cards that will make his skill a lot more likely to pull off. The first one is the RR Grade 2 Knight of Superior Skills, Bowman. His first ability is Auto Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle when placed from your hand, cost discard a card from your hand, and search your deck for a card named Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth, call it to Rearguard Circle and shuffle your deck. The reason he searches specifically for Gareth will make sense shortly. You unfortunately can't pull off a combo with Vivian by superior calling Bowman and then into Gareth, as he has to be called from the hand to use a skill, but he does also have Auto Rearguard Circle when placed from the card's ability. This unit gets plus 3000 power until the end of the turn, so he can go up to 12k, which allows him to hit most Vanguards. We also have a look at Crimson Lion Cub, Curve's new artwork, where he is the starting Vanguard for golds. Lastly for golds, we have the card that puts everything together, Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezell. His first skill is Act Hand. If you have Knight of Superior Skills Bowman and Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth on Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle, Soul Blast 1 Crimson Lion Cub Curve and ride this unit as stand. And if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or less, this unit gets -1 drive until the end of the turn. It's fairly easy to pull this off, as you only need Bowman and Ezell in your hand to get everything you need. That early grade 3 pressure is really going to damage your opponent, especially if you're riding when your opponent's on grade 1 and with the added pressure of the extra Ezell circle. His second skill is Auto Vanguard Circle. When it attacks, you may call a card from your hand to Rearguard Circle. This becomes a really reliable way to pull off lots of the on-superior call skills. And for Bowman, you get both his skills because he's being called through hand and through an. This is the card that is really going to end games early or cripple your opponent to the point that they'll really struggle to get back into the game. Wild Shot Celestial Ragiel is a RR Grade 2 for Angel Feather. Her skill is Auto Rearguard Circle when placed from hand. If a new card was put into your damage zone during this turn, cost Counterblast 1, call a card from your drop zone to Rearguard Circle. This has an odd grand blue feeling about it, but it still fits the theme of healing. It's also a good backup plan in case your damage zone doesn't have anything good in it. An interesting grade 3 is Pad Rebel Phoenix. It's a common without the gift marker and has Auto Rearguard Circle. When your Vanguard is attacked, cost retire this unit, call a card from your damage zone to Guardian Circle, and put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down. It essentially turns it into an interceptor and can bring up perfect guards to make the most of the skill. Marking Celestial Arabaki is a grade 1 with Auto Rearguard Circle. When placed from hand, cost discard a card from your hand, put a card from your damage zone into your hand, and put the top card of your deck into the damage zone face down. Use another way to get perfect guards back from your damage zone. It's also great for fixing your grade 3 problems, or just generally giving you a grade 3 that you want at that time. The VR for Angel Feather is Solidify Celestial Zerakiel. Her first skill is Continuous Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle. During your turn, if a new card is put into your damage zone, all of your units in the front row get plus 3000 power. As I've said before, this condition is likely to happen nearly every turn and will be a nice consistent buff. She also has Act Damage Zone if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater and this card is face up. Cost, put the card from the top of your deck to the damage zone face down, ride this card to stand. This isn't for the early pressure like the Ezell provides, but you can easily activate this a few times each game if it's caught in the damage zone, which allow for you to not have too much trouble with your gift. Essence Celestial Becca is a grade 2 with the skill of Auto Rearguard Circle when placed. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit and one of your Vanguards gets plus 3000 power until the end of the turn. Now this works well with Zerakiel, but ultimately it's not that exciting or powerful. It seems like it's an odd ability for Angel Feather to have, but a big push may be what they need. Onto Neo Nectar, we have the VR White Lily Musketeer Cecilia. Her skill is Act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost Counterblast 1 and retire 1 Rearguard. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, call up to 2 cards from among them to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. If you have a grade 3 in your soul, call up to 3 cards instead of 2, and 3 of your units in the front row get plus 10,000 power till the end of the turn. This is incredibly strong, as retiring one of your rear guards isn't much of a cost thanks to the tokens, and Counterblast 1 is nothing for 3 new units with a large power up. It's also great for premium decks that want to run Cecilia's Stride, and you don't suffer too much from not striding with this amount of power. Lily of the Valley Musketeer Kaivant is a grade 2 with auto rearguard circle. When placed, this unit gets plus 5,000 power to the end of the turn for each of your grade 0 rearguards. I can see this easily getting 10,000 to 15,000 power, but could go up to 20,000 power, though after that he becomes a vanilla card, so you may as well intercept with him after that, as you can replace his space with Cecilia's skill. Also, we have the grade 1 Fruits Basket Elf. His skill is Act, Rearguard Circle, cost Soul Blast 1, and retire this unit. Cool up to 2 plant tokens to Rearguard Circle, and if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, those plant tokens get plus 5,000 power to the end of the turn. This is very worth it to make 2 10k boosters, which can benefit your future skills. And as Fruits Basket Elf is an 8,000 power unit anyway, I feel this is definitely worth a place in the deck, and really gets things started for Neo Nectar. We also have a couple of cards for EB04. The first one is Great Nature's Silver Wolf. The ability is Continuous Rearguard Circle. If it is in the back row, this unit gets plus 4,000 power. A 12k booster is really nice, but with not much of an idea of what their playstyle is like, this doesn't help us too much on how useful it is. If the deck is still focused on getting cards to a certain power level, then this is really good, but we don't know yet. There is also Witch of Cats Cumin for Genesis. Her skill is Auto Rearguard Circle. When placed, cost Counterblast 1 and rest this unit. Return one of your stud rearguards to hand, or put a card from your drop zone into your soul. It seems like there may be a focus on skills, on-place skills with Genesis, if we have ways to bounce the cards into the hand, and with putting things back into the soul from the drop zone as well, as you can probably call them from the soul. Or perhaps skills being activated from being returned to hand as well. And that is everything for this week. Be sure to check out next week, when I'll be going through the card showing throughout the next 7 days, and be sure to let me know your feelings on the new cards, especially the new VRs. Which VR is your favourite out of these 3? Personally, I'm a fan of the Cecilia card. I think it has a lot going for it. With Ezell, aggro isn't really my style, so I think he's really good, but I'm not a fan of him. And I've never been really into Angel Feathers, so Zerakiel's not too much of my thing either. But with Cecilia's calling 3 units, you can do so much stuff with that. That's, if you're against Kagura or something like that, you can easily come back from it all, which is really nice to see. But I hope to see you next week. Bye!